Daylight, my MVVs, welcome. Blublo's aunt is rumored to have, shedded tears of joy as Blublo beamed with joy, okay, in Ayangalu festival, as she was seen with the Ooni of Ife, seeing that level of happiness in the face of Ooni of Ife, seeing them together at a time like this where it doesn't seem as if everything is falling apart for other Oloris, and they said the aunt, made it very clear that they are celebrating the fact that she listened, that we told her to stay away from jealous and evil wives, and she heed our advice, and that is why we are not at the verge of being disgraced right now, because this Ayangalu festival happened right there in the palace. Her family, was there to celebrate with them, and seeing the way she came out, the way she honored her husband, how happy the husband was to, be there, and the fact that she was the one who was chosen of the daughters of the soil to come out and be a part of this event made the family so happy. Now it is true that, two daughters of the Lafogidi house, royal dynasty are married into the Gise royal dynasty, and this is has always been a thing of celebration, but at this point in time, the way event has turned south for the other daughter is giving them reason for introspection with the decisions that they have made. The long run, a lot of things had happened where Blublo had come out, to complain to them, to tell them the things that were not going right in the palace, but two of her aunts stood their grounds, telling her that you need to focus and focus on your husband. The competition is unnecessary. Like time past, women who were bent on competing with the main wife, ended up plunging themselves into very serious distress. And if you continue in that, sorry. Should you continue in that trajectory, your story is not going to be different from the stories that we have seen in the past. You need to watch your steps. You need to know that you need to get yourself out of, that position of jealousy and focus on your husband to win the love of your husband. And with the way things have gone, it is looking as if Blublo's influence is also rising in the palace, also as wife to the Ooni of Ife, because you could see that lately she's been the one, going up and down with the Ooni of Ife, while the other daughter of the soil has been relegated to the back. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Delaram. I bring you fresh and spicy just from the source is still on the royals. Happy weekends to you, Delarites. I hope you find time to rest. I hope you're able to catch your groove. And this weekend, I don't know, you just need to rest. I love you so much. If you're yet to subscribe, what are you waiting for? Kindly go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and do not forget to turn on the notification bell, and do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. If you are one of those who have been following this trend of event, you do know that there were times where there were certain uncles who were pushing Blublo, putting Blublo in that place where she would have to compete to try and get them their selfish, interests. But at some point, two of her aunts stood up, and they stood aside, and they called Blublo to order. Should you continue in this trajectory, you see at the end of the day, these men are going to leave you. We are women like you. We want you to be successful in this marriage. You need to focus on your husband and forget about competition. Now, this whole thing, at first she did not take it, but something happened. There was a time she went to the UK and she was there for a while. This same uncle of hers, they came up with a proposition where they proposed that Kabiyesi takes one of another daughter of Lafugidi as wife. Now, the reason why they did that because Blublo was really slow. Blublo was not moving as fast as they would want Blublo to move. So when that happened, and when Blublo came back and got the information, that was when Blublo knew that these people were not working in her interest. They were working for themselves and their own pocket. And that alone gave Blublo, a new direction. And she decided from that day, I'm going to be on the side of my husband. And that decision is the decision that the aunt celebrated during the Ayangalu festival. I'm going to bring him up there. Do not forget that these are all alleged, rumored, unverified information making the rounds on social media and should not be seen as fact.